Hello, I'm Angelina Kelly and I am here at Chelsea's training ground ahead of the new Women's Super League season, speaking to someone very special. It is Chelsea's manager, Sonia Bompastor. Sonia, thank you so much for joining me. Obviously, we've got the new season coming up. You've spoken about last season and how the club did really well when it came to trophies, but that you weren't always happy with the performances. So what are you hoping to see from your side then this season?
Hopefully starting this new season, we want to keep this winning mentality. Our expectations are high. I think our goals are high. We want to compete in every competitions. We know starting the season we have these 4 competitions with 4 trophies again. So we want to make sure we are able to compete in each of them. Will be difficult as it was last season, so we expect that, but really excited to start the new season. And as you just mentioned, I think I am probably in a better position this summer compared to last summer, because I think for the club it was a transitional period last summer, and I feel I am in a better place. I know more about the club, I know more about the environment, my players, my staff, and I think we went more deep in details this summer rather than last summer, where I needed to be really efficient and just approach what was the most important for us. Again, it doesn't guarantee any trophy, but you work more with quality doing that. And again, I think last year we were really good on winning trophies. So I just want to make sure we focus a little bit more this season on our performances. I wouldn't say I was always unhappy about the performances, but sometimes I think we could have controlled more our games. And I'm hoping this season we will be in a better position to control more the games, to be more even dominant. And that's us working hard in our game model, in our training model, to make sure the performances are more are better, and gives us more chances to win games, but also trophies.
You talk about expectations being high, about standards being high, which I think is what everybody all over the world knows Chelsea women to be, to have those high standards. Your captain, Millie Bright, has said the quadruple's on. Like, she wants the quadruple. Do you... The Champions League is the only trophy kind of left missing from the Chelsea cabinet. Is that a focus for you this season?
I think every manager, every player wants to compete in that competition, the Champions League. That's the most beautiful competition for a club. I wouldn't say I will prioritize that competition, comparing the competition to the 3 other ones. I think every trophy is important, and I want to make sure we are able to compete in every competition. But for sure, if you look at our history, if you look at our trophies, the one who is missing is the Champions League. So we are really excited again to start and kick off in this new competition, but we want to make sure we are able to compete in all 4 of them. And again, the quadruple is something we will be looking forward and looking for. We know it will be difficult. All the teams want to beat Chelsea. We are the holders in the 3 domestic competitions, and that's a nice feeling to have, to just start the season with having this feeling where everyone wants to beat us. As competitive persons, I think that's the best who can happen to us. And we are all really excited to start soon. And we open the season at home with our fans in Stamford Bridge, playing from the beginning a big game against City. So that's really exciting again.
You mentioned Stamford Bridge there. You know, you're playing a minimum of 4 Women's Super League games there. I imagine the dream is to get to a place where you're at Stamford Bridge all the time. Is that something that you'd like? Do you think that the club can get to that?
Yeah, I think the players and we really love to play at Stamford Bridge. It's a really nice stadium when we have our fans around. But to be fair, I also like to play in Kings Meadow, because I think that stadium has a special atmosphere. So it's nice from us to have this big stadiums and different atmospheres, but for sure, like the aim is to be able to play in big stadiums with being sold out in every game. Yeah, we play football to have these emotions and to share them with the fans. So this is the big aim. But again, I feel lucky enough in Chelsea to have two stadiums where the atmosphere is great, and I know the club is doing everything possible to support us in that sense in the best way possible. So yeah, I think we really appreciate that, the support coming from everyone who is working behind the scenes, and I think yeah, that's nice for us to have these two stadiums as options.
Now, I know you've spoken about the Euros and how you watched the tournament, and you had a lot of Chelsea players that did feature. I wanted to talk to you about Hannah Hampton, because how proud were you as a coach to watch her really step up to the plate as England's number one and put on some fantastic performances when it came to those penalty shootouts?
Yeah, for sure. Always proud of my players, no matter which country they are representing. Glad for England to have won the tournament. And as you just mentioned, I think some of the Chelsea players had a really good tournament, and Hampton being one of them. I think was the continuity of her season with Chelsea. I think she had a really good season with us. One of the best players on the pitch. She was consistent. She had really good performances during the season with us in all the competitions. And I think in the Euro, she was outstanding player. As you just mentioned, not an easy one for her, because she was stepping as the number one for England, and with everything who happened before, with Mary Hobbs just announcing she was not part of the tournament. So I think maybe people sometimes don't realize mentally it's tough to just step as a number one, going into a big tournament and having these high expectations around her. So yeah, I'm really pleased, really glad, and really proud of Hannah, on how she behaved, how she played in that tournament. And I think, yeah, England fans should be proud of her performances and just the fact she helped the team to win the trophy.
And another England player you have in your team who is absolutely phenomenal is Lauren James. She hasn't had it easy with the injuries, but when you look at her and you coach her, how far do you think that she can go? Because she's a special player, isn't she?
Yeah, I agree with you. Lauren James is a special player. I've been coaching in women's game for a long time, and I think I can say I've never seen a player like her in my whole career, probably as a player but also as a manager. I think she's special in many ways. She's really talented. When you look at her on the pitch, and I know probably if she listens to me she will smile, because everything looks easy, and when she has the ball she just does magics. And I think yeah, sometimes when I talk to her she just tells me, you know, Sonia, it's difficult, I'm working hard on the pitch to make sure I do these things. So we start laughing, but again, yeah, she's this player who she can bring a big impact in the team. She can change a game basically, and yeah, in the biggest games she's one of these players who can just make your team win. So yeah, as a manager you are just like thinking, yeah, I'm really lucky to have a player like LJ in my squad, in my team, and I really appreciate that.
And looking at the Women's Super League, we've seen a lot of clubs make some really big signings. I wanted to ask what you thought about London City Lionesses, because I'll be honest, I can't keep up. Every single day there seems to be news. Is it exciting that a team that are newly promoted, with someone like Michelle Kang, who I know is involved with your previous club, Lyon, as well,
Yep.
is it exciting to see that there's going to be even more competition than there already was?
Yeah, of course it's exciting. You know, this is what we want, to have like a healthy competition within all the clubs, but also to have the competition. And I think just to see London Lionesses investing in the women's game in England with Michelle Kang, I think that's an exciting news. I think when you have a team who is promoted and is able to invest that much money in the squad, in the players, just bring positivity around the women's game in England, and I think that's what we want to see. So as the Chelsea manager, I'm really excited for London Lionesses to be in the WSL and for them to be able to compete. I think, yeah, just shows we also have some really good clubs in the second division who are able to just be promoted and invest in the women's game, which is like a really positive news.
And I wanted to ask, I watched a video that Chelsea have put up on YouTube of you being mic'd up doing your training sessions. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. And I think that you're demanding, but in a good way. And I think that you're really precise, but you're so encouraging of your players. What do you think is your best attribute as a coach?
That's never easy to talk positively about yourself.
You can.
So I would say maybe the best persons to talk about myself are the ones around me, my staff or my players. But again, I think for me what is important is for my players to understand I will always support them. Being myself a player before and now being a manager, I think I know how much difficult it is to be a good player, playing at this level and having the demands they have every day in training session and in games, mentally, physically. I think I just want to make sure as a staff and as a coach they understand how much I want to support them for them to be the best version of themselves on the pitch. And I know it's for me important to find a balance between being demanding, being really demanding in every detail, because I know in the highest level game that's what makes the difference, but also I want to make sure they feel my confidence, because when the player step in the pitch and she feels the manager confidence, I think it's a big help for them. So yeah, I would say I am someone demanding as a manager, but outside the pitch I'm also a mom, and I want to make sure I just give them some not love, maybe not the good word, but they also understand, yeah, I trust them and I bring them some confidence as a mom. So I try to surround them in the best way possible for them to express the best version of their football.
That definitely came across. That's what I felt watching it. And finally, the last question, I wanted to talk about, you've got Lucy Bronze, who shocked the world with her announcement at the final about her injury. I wanted to ask how she's doing, and also I know the Chelsea fans are desperate to see Sam Kerr back as well. Yeah. She's been out for so long. How's it been working with Sam, and how's Lucy doing?
Yeah, so maybe not everyone was shocked about what Lucy was able to achieve this summer.
Did you know about the injury?
Yeah, I knew before the tournament. I was in communication with Lucy as well. So yeah, and from who she is, I think I was not shocked, because
she wasn't missing that tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, she loves England. She loves playing for England. So yeah, she did everything she could to be at her best level with playing with that injury, which was not easy. But again, I think she's tough. And that's probably what everyone knows about Lucy, her being tough on the pitch. I think it's good for her now to just rest a little bit, recover from that injury, because most of the time she thinks about the other ones, and yeah, she needs also to take care of herself, which is important. So we are giving her all the support for her to just be back with a normal like leg, not having that broken leg.
A healed leg.
Yeah, a healed leg, I would say. Yeah, thank you for that. And again, yeah, hopefully she will be back soon, because as you just mentioned, she's an important player for us, and I know the fans love her. So yeah, they love to see her around the team and on the pitch. And yeah, if we talk about Sam Kerr, it's been really great for me to have to work with Sam. I think she's also a special player in the women's game. She reads the game really well. She's smart. She understands everything. And I think I never seen maybe a forward with that smart. The way she makes the runs, the way she understands the game. So now it's more for her to get back to her fitness level and to make sure she's consistent on getting minutes and being back to the best level. So we are all desperate to see Sam on the pitch again. She's doing well. She's in a good position, so hopefully it will be really soon. But again, yeah, I'm really pleased with the last performances she had in training session and in games. So yeah, really confident looking at the future about Sam.
Thank you very much, and best of luck with the new season.
Thank you so much.
And don't forget, for everything women's football related at talkSPORT, we have our YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure that you are liking, subscribing, following to keep up to date with everything.